What's up, guys? Last time on Brian Stick Fitness, we're gonna finish this video. The 5 fastest ways to decrease fat, and as we were talking about just eating healthy, avoiding malnourishment, we were talking about that, and we're talking about the whole process of biosynthesis and inclusion. As it left off, is when you really see it, the circulation, and when you see many obese people that are overweight, blood vessels again. There's going to be no circulation. It's going to be mostly fat. There's going to be atrophy, muscular atrophy happening. There's going to be so much body composition. Is that when there's so much body composition, it's going to be affecting blood vessels. It's going to be affecting biosynthesis, catabolism, whether you're constipated. And if you're getting the juice down there and supplementations, you really rely on that. The things that are critical for the catabolic breakdowns, catabolism, the things that are critical are macronutrients, micronutrients, and microminerals. And if we just get macronutrients, if we just get these micronutrients, as again the supplementation form of macronutrients, which can be carbs, proteins, omega-3 fats, amino acids, monounsaturated fats. And as we talk about this, is that it needs everything catabolic breakdown to release energy. One thing just can't release energy. It's not going to be enough energy because we need all that energy, and we want it to be conserved for the anabolic breakdowns. We get into subject of anabolism, which it's requiring the energy to build metabolites to aid in the growth, reproduction, and development of muscle fibers, simple from complex muscle fibers, and going along with the whole process of biosynthesis. When we're talking about biosynthesis, it's utilizing the nutrients part, how you got the nutrients. Get the nutrients down, you got them processed, catabolic breakdown, you're not witnessing any constipation, bloating, inflammation, you're not being constipated, period, because you usually have insoluble fiber, you have probiotics that are helping you, that are aiding you against the antibiotics, and the thing that is going to do it is going to prevent constipation, making sure that your nutrients are going to get down there into catabolism. Catabolism, it's major. Catabolism is, which one is made, my hands are getting frostbite right now. I'm not even joking. I joke about this sometimes when I'm out here. My hands are literally getting frostbite right now, so I'm gonna hurry up with this video. I'm gonna stop talking. Okay, so occlusion, and the thing about that is that there's a good occlusion. Okay, when we witness DOMS, delay onset muscle soreness, we're pushing our bodies. We're witnessing muscle confusion is when our muscles that are used to doing it, and you're doing the hard stuff over and over again. Intensity training, it goes along with intensity training. In a short period of time, you're doing so much, and usually when you take a long period of time to work out, you're not going to be burning as many calories because you're going to be more frantic. You're going to burn off more calories, and thing about that is that there's going to be so much energy exerted even by you, and it's really going to, if you look at the time limit, you look at an hour, yeah, I got time to take my time. If you don't take your time, there's going to be no muscle growth, there's going to be no hypertrophy, there's going to be no biosynthesis happening, no formation of muscle fibers, simple from complex, getting into biosynthesis, along with the nutrients getting processed, releasing the energy from the food, requiring energy, again, to affect the metabolites being made, and to affect muscle fibers that aid in growth, reproduction, and development of muscle fibers, which affects blood vessels. Your blood vessels need energy. They need energy to get the oxygen to your muscles, okay? And that is very critical, occlusion. But in occlusion, the other sense of it is that there's obese people, overweight people that they're not eating healthy. They're going to be malnourished. They're going to be eating foods high in cholesterol, it's going to be affecting the liver, not only their liver, but it's going to be affecting their heart. The chances of cardiovascular deaths, dying of cardiovascular deaths, heart attacks, strokes, is going to be affecting chances of LDL, bad cholesterol spikes. It's going to be affecting narrowed arteries. It's going to be affecting all these things. As I've mentioned, the chances for all of these diseases, as you witness, premature death. We talk about diabetes, prediabetes. We talk about liver failure. We talk about colon cancer. We talk about heart failure, heart cancer, an obese heart, an obese liver too, when it's just pounded with that fat. When it's obese, is that we don't understand is that anything can get obese. We can get obese. Our organs can get obese. Is that if you do not if you do not have good nutrition, malnourishment, and you're giving your body just all these fats, saturated fats, that it does not need. Again, your body needs omega-3 fats, monounsaturated fats, but guess what? It does not need polyunsaturated fats, saturated fats. It's just going to be affecting your cholesterol in the long run, chances for cardiovascular disease, if the heart is even going to be able to regulate the blood vessels to get oxygen, to supply oxygen to your muscles, the muscle fibers, and again, to return that, and to get into the whole process of hypertrophy, muscular growth. When we talk about muscular growth, hypertrophy, and usually avoiding muscular atrophy, which is losing muscle mass. And as I was talking about occlusion, I really gotta finish this video, guys. Occlusion, it's good in the sense when it's going along with catabolism, when it's going along with biosynthesis, but when it's going along with malnourishment, when it's going along with a diet, with a fad diet, and a fad diet is a diet that has no nutritional value at all, filled with empty calories, that's going to be doing nothing for you, but just risking your chance for these diseases, cardiovascular disease, premature death, being a diabetic, dying of bad liver function, dying of liver cancer, dying, oh my god, look at the little kitty, look at my little boy running up to me. It's not that's Phil. Yo, get out of here. Get out of here. No, get out. Alright, sorry guys. Just got moving for a minute. But as I was talking about, is that in this sense, is that occlusion again, when this blood vessels not being put to muscles, they're not supporting muscles, not supplying oxygen to the muscles. Muscular growth, muscle fiber development, biosynthesis happen, simple to complex muscle fibers, it goes, and again the nutrients releasing energy and catabolism, and then basically muscles utilizing nutrients that it utilizes catabolism, your muscle utilizes catabolism, anabolism, your muscles utilize biosynthesis too to build upon muscle fibers, and to make sure that metabolites are being made by your metabolism, that your metabolism growing, is that make sure that you're being in a hypercaloric state, but with high nutritional value, so that your basal metabolic rate, you're going to be able to maintain, but not even that, you're going to be able to gradually develop your metabolism. You can't force your metabolism to develop, because you're just going to gain in fat. You're not going to burn off all these carbs. You're not going to burn off all these calories, empty calories, compared to a skinny person who has a fast metabolism, but he can do it. But guess what? He's not going to change his chances for diseases. We talk about cardiovascular diseases. We talk about heart attack, stroke. He's not going to be preventing a chance of LDL, bad cholesterol, high cholesterol. He's not going to be preventing a chance of premature death, being a diabetic, of dying of liver cancer, bad liver function, of dying because of colon cancer, dying even because of gastrointestinal tract problems, gastrointestinal tract cancer. Is that when you rely on soluble fiber, usually laxatives. I hope you better not be using laxatives. They force your body, they stimulate your body. This is not natural. The natural process is insoluble in soluble fiber. These are good, okay? And make sure that you get the saturated fats out, polyunsaturated fats out, the foods that are protein rich, protein dense, getting them out so you can get into the catabolic breakdowns, releasing energy so you can require energy. Your metabolites can require energy to aid in the growth, development, and reproduction of muscle fibers, simple to complex. As I mentioned many times, I'm going to talk about this until the day I die. Anabolism, it's requiring that energy after you release the energy, and I just want to get that done with. And let's see. Cutting, it's not for everybody. Intermediate fasting, it's not for everybody. I did it a couple of times, and I just want to mention, I've been gone for a week. I've been on hiatus because I realized something. What I've been doing all along, I've been having 3 meals a day. My father made me realize something. I know all these people are having 6 meals a day, and I was like, really hungry, and I've stunted my growth. I've stunted my muscle tone, my metabolism, to this point. Okay, I'm not giving it the correct amount of food to release a lot of energy. So in return for that, I'm basically burning off these calories, but I'm not increasing in muscle tone anymore. I'm not increasing my vascularity. It's staying the same. Vascularity has been the same for a long time, and that's because I've not been having enough food, not enough nutrients, micronutrients, microminerals. And many people have told me this. You eat so small, and I was like, yeah, I'm afraid of getting fat, and I just realized that my muscles is that your muscles, they're organ. They need your help. They need your aid, and if you're not giving it too, if you're not getting them too much food, you're not giving. So let's basically say that your muscles are babies, okay, and you have to feed them. If you're not giving them enough food, they're not going to grow. They're not going to develop. They're not going to reproduce muscle fibers, and this is what's been happening. It's been stunting my muscle growth, and I've recently started eating 6 meals a day. My father said it when he was a kid, and I was talking to him, I was like, my fat isn't, my body composition levels high enough, so I was basically doing cardio again, and I realized about that is that cardio it's not the thing that's going to increase my muscle tone. It's not. I burn off all the fat I can from cardio, and I revealed my muscle tone. Okay, I revealed my linea alba, my rectus abdominis. I revealed my transverse abdominis, and I've revealed my abs too. Along with that, letting my cat inside. God, he's such a hassle to take care of. And I was talking about this. So first up, we have avoiding malnourishment, getting good nutrition, working out, fastest ways to lose fat, 5 fastest way to lose fat, cutting out carbs. And the thing about this is that when you force your metabolism, you can't be like the skinny people that eating these carbs, and it's carbohydrate loading. I'll explain carbohydrate loading. I know these things. I'm not gonna say something that I do not know. I'm not gonna preach about something that I do not know. I don't look this stuff up on the script. I think about it in my mind. I give the information to you guys solemnly, and real. I be realistic. I'm not fake. I'm not gonna be a phony or whatever, because I'm not like that. So if you're forcing your metabolism to take in all these calories, it's not, because your metabolism has to grow. And the thing is that you're eating all these carbs. You're just going to gain fat. You're not going to burn off all these carbs. Because the main thing about that is you can see that many of the skinny people again, when the carbohydrate loading, they're increasing the carbohydrate intake and decreasing the amount of exercise before competition, so they can burn off all the calories then, burn off all the carbohydrates then. But guess what? It's not going to prevent the chances of all these diseases that I talk about on this. And the thing is that carbohydrates is that many people they take them in, and guess why? This is why they're overweight. This is why they have so much visceral fat. They don't have muscle tone. They don't have vascularity. They don't have muscular growth. It's because all this atrophy happens. Is that when they have all this fat, it's pushing on the muscles. It's making sure that the muscles, the blood vessels, they cannot support the muscles. They cannot give the oxygen to the muscles that it's supposed to get, along with the whole process of biosynthesis, anabolism, catabolism. When I talk about all that stuff, go to my other video. I'm gonna upload these videos just into two parts for you guys. But the thing about that is that you can't force your metabolism like anything. You can't force it to be high. You have to gradually increase it by increasing your caloric intake by first just gradually increasing how many calories you have, increasing the nutritional value from these calories. You won't be getting all these empty calories, because that is just going to be increasing your chances of diseases that I mentioned in this. But if you increase your caloric intake, you get into hypercaloric. And the thing about this, and you have nutritional value, you have nutritional, all these calories, they're going to be nutritional. It's not going to be empty calories. You're going to have nutritional value. Think about this, you're going to be preventing diseases, and you're going to be building your metabolism. Upon that, you're going to be increasing vascularity, increasing muscle tone, you're going to be increasing how fast catabolism happens, anabolism, biosynthesis, how good biosynthesis is for muscle growth, for muscle fiber expansion, metabolites being made, how many metabolites are being made, and how many are helping muscle fibers from simple to complex to actually form, to grow, aid in the growth, reproduction, and development of muscle fibers. And as I talk about in this video, I'm going to end this real soon. This video is going into 15 minutes. It's crazy how I from one subject to the next. But again, do not force your metabolism. You can't do that, because you're just going to gain in fat, because you can't, your metabolism It's not high. You don't have a high basal metabolic rate. You have low metabolism, and this is why most people are obese. Is that they eat foods that are high in carbohydrates, and the body is not made. The body is not made to burn off the calories as fast to burn off the carbs as fast as the people that have high metabolisms, and they're going to be again gaining. In fact, you can't if you have a low metabolism, you can't expect it to be. You can't expect it to burn off all the calories. You can't expect it to burn off all the carbs. You can't because that's not logically possible.